Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, my name is Arif and I'm a first year student at ESSEC Business School enrolled in the Grande Ecole MiM program. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about your application to the MiM program. Now, one of the most common questions that I've got through across all of my social media platform is how do I build my profile for MiM? How can I increase my chances for the MiM program? How can I get accepted to the MiM program? And what makes my profile unique. Now, whatever I'm going to be talking about in this video is based upon my own research, my own experience and insights gained from talking to other fellow MIM students. Now, the very first and the most important key takeaway of this video that all of you should focus on is that there is no perfect path to build your profile. Just as you and all the other applicants have gone through different things in life, there will be different things that will help you make your profile stronger. Now, this video is going to be a bit rambly, so I really appreciate it if you stick till the very end. As always, I've timestamped both the sections that I've divided this video into in the description below, so feel free to skip along. So now, without wasting any further time, let's jump directly into the video. One of the very first thing that I want to talk about is what have you done so far? Now consider that you're starting your application for the MIM program or for that matter any other program. What is that one thing that nobody can take away from you that is concrete in your life? The place where you want to be 10 years down the line? No. Your plans 5 years down the line? No. All of this is not concrete. What is concrete is what you have done so far in your life. But this is where it gets interesting. Let's say that you want to make a career in finance, but maybe you come from a technical background like an engineering degree. Maybe you're a fresher or maybe you do have work experience, but it's not in finance. Now, this is a scenario which is one of the most common scenarios among applicants who are looking to change their geography, maybe change their industry they're working in, maybe they've worked in a particular kind of role but now are looking to switch. Now, if you don't have anything to show, how can you convince the admissions committee about your career aspirations, about why you're a good fit for the program? Now, this is where your interests jump in. For example, let's say you want to make a career in finance. Learn about the industry, try to pick up part-time jobs in finance roles, do some courses to gain some knowledge, not just the certificate. Or maybe consider yourself enrolling for the CFA program so that you get certified. And then you will be in a much better position to convince the admissions committee about your career aspiration and as to why you're a good fit for the program. And in this case, maybe you're applying for the MIM degree or maybe even the Masters in Finance degree. And this goes without saying for any other industry. Do you want to make a career in marketing but don't have any experience? Go learn about marketing. Read books on marketing. Learn about what is SEO, what is SEM, what is Google Analytics, and the list goes on. Now, back when I applied, this point is what helped me stand out. Back in 2012, I was introduced to the Photoshop software by my cousin Saif, and that was the start of my journey into the creative field. Since then, I've had my leg in graphic design, photo editing, illustration, designing merchandise and selling them on Amazon and the soulstore.com, etc. Basically, I dived deep into creating a personal brand of my own through all of my different ventures on the internet. Ultimately, I looked up what is SEO, how to bring more traffic to your Instagram and design more so that you can sell more often on Amazon amongst other things. Back when I was in Manipal in my first year, I was invited by one of my seniors to join his startup as a graphic designer. And then in my third year, I also joined another startup along with many graphic design positions in different clubs and also for tech and cultural fests at Manipal. Now, all of this helped me tie up my interest of creating a personal brand and pursuing a career in marketing, and helped me narrate a coherent story which helped me stand out among other applicants even when I applied late in round 3 with a not so great GMAT score of 690. By the way, my GPA back in Manipal was also just 7.01, nothing spectacular. So yeah, the point I'm trying to make here is that when you apply for an MIM degree or any other degree for that matter, make sure that you talk about things that help you present a coherent story about your career and your interests, and how this MIM program or the other program will fit into your path and help you achieve your goals. Your motivation to pursue that degree far outweighs any other criteria. Now, in the second part of this video, I want to talk about what you plan to do. Now, when it comes to college applications or even job applications, there is one or two questions that have always come across every single individual. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Now, according to me, this is a very important question, but it is far more important to have clarity on this question for yourself. This doesn't mean that you should be extremely clear about your trajectory and where you land up 5 years or 10 years down the line, but at least you should have a broad vision as to what you want to do and where you want to land up. You will make some decisions before entering your school, and maybe after you enter your school, you learn new things and then you would change your decision. Just know that no decision is irreversible in your career. You can always correct later on. Now, there are some questions I think people should ask themselves when they're thinking about applying to an MIM program. Why do you want to pursue an MIM degree? How do you think that MIM degree will help you achieve your goals? Are you planning to apply for the MIM degree right after bachelor's just because your friends are doing so? Are you planning to pursue the MIM degree because right now maybe you're coming from a technical background and you do want to work in management, or you think you want to work in management? Are you planning to pursue the MIM degree because you're the kind of person who wants to do an MBA but you don't want to wait to fulfill the WorkX criteria for MBA programs? Now this is just a small list of 4 or 5 questions, and there are definitely more questions that you can ask yourself. Even if you don't arrive at the perfect answer for these questions, it will help you get more clarity and will set you in the right direction. Now when you answer these questions, you will definitely think about your destination industry, maybe the sector you want to work in, maybe your dream job or your dream company. And that is when you'll get more clarity as to what is the path that you want to walk on. And it is at this point that you should compare your expectations with the curriculum of the schools that you want to apply for. I've had many people sending me the names of top 4 or 5 schools for a particular program and telling me that they are planning to apply for those schools. Now when you look at the curriculum, you notice that School A has a 1-year short program with a focus on the finance industry. School B has a 3-year program with a gap year that focuses on marketing. Maybe School C has a flexible curriculum which has a strong luxury program. And maybe School D again has a 1-year program with a strong hold in the consulting domain. Now the question here is, why are you applying to these 4 schools when all of them have such different curriculums, such different USPs? Are you just applying them because of their rankings? I've seen many people applying to up to 10 schools and then getting rejected from most of them. And even if they do get accepted to around 7 to 8 of them, it was just 1 or 2 schools that they really wanted to go. And if they don't get acceptance from those 1 or 2 schools, even if they get accepted to those other 7 to 8 schools, they don't end up joining those schools. So why did you apply to those schools when you didn't want to go to those schools? So coming back to the point I was trying to make, think about the time that you will have when you are at school. What courses do you want to do? What kind of internships are you looking for? What kind of geography do you want to work in? Are there any student clubs at school that will help you become better at your job? Basically, chart a path in your mind with an end goal and talk about that in your application. Your GRE GMAT score is important. Your previous school GPA is important, but these two are not the only thing in your application. I had a decent GMAT score of 690. It was nothing spectacular, 730, 740, 760. No, it was just 690. And even my GPA was nothing spectacular. It was only an average of 7.01. But still, I think I was able to stitch everything together in a good manner, and I was able to convince the admissions committee about my career aspirations. And that is what helped me stand out among the other applicants. Your passion, your interest, and the story you create around it will help you stand out among the other applicants, not just some random course of the internet. As the deadline for round 3 is approaching, I hope I was able to provide you with some value through this video. If you know someone who is stressed out about applying late, do send them this video and maybe it'll help them out. You can also ping me up on my Instagram. I'll link it in the description below. If you found the video helpful, do make sure to hit the like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.